the home of true gangsters. Down for all when approached by a stranger, we chill. Although my girl gets mad at me, she has to understand SSC is family. She's cussing and fussing and trying to break the Havoc's heart. But understand, girl, you knew from the jump start. I ran the streets keeping suckers off my homie's back, making records and trying to avoid getting jacked. SCC, yeah, it's a love thing. I don't slang, but you're thinking that I gangbang cause I wear khakis. Notes you say I never say I love ya and mean it in a strong way. Girls on my jock, you say I got it going on. In South Central, the place that I call home, the telephone rings, but it's you that I'm thinking of. I know it's hard to deal with, but it's gangsta love. Yeah, you gotta deal with this gangsta love. 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 Girl, and you complain that I'm quiet on the telephone and that I'm rolling with the homies while you're all alone. I disagree because I call you when I'm cooling out. I understand you feel upset, but baby, check it out. Me and my homies have to make it on the city streets. With all the banging and the slanging, we depend on beats and dope rhymes to keep us out of child lines. You're so kind and I'm happy that you're all mine. But it's a fact, my homies always get my back. And like that, I'll never end up getting jacked. We have time together and we use it well. We go to dinner, to movies, then we get a tale. You understood from the start. I couldn't change overnight, but I have a heart, so what's up? You're starting to push, but don't shove. Girl, you gotta deal with this gangsta love. Yeah, you gotta deal with this gangsta love. 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 Yeah, you might think I'm out chasing women or just wasting time in the streets with my homies. But if you don't already know, baby, I'm dedicated to the SCC. And whatever it takes to get us over is first priority right now. Yeah, I see that look in your eyes, but don't get me wrong, I do feel deeply for you. And this gangsta love could be your love if you hang in there. Yeah, you gotta deal with this gangsta love. You gotta deal with this gangsta love, baby. You gotta deal with this, cause it's gangsta love. You gotta deal with